For whatever reason, this show just hasn't really grabbed me yet. Before I get started, I'd like to kindly ask that you hit the like button, and please subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it!
So I forgot to mention this last week, but I do love the new Power Book 3 theme song. This is a much better change than when they tried to change Book 2's theme song. I think the new song fits the feel of this show very nicely. Now, as far as this actual episode goes, I don't know what it is, but it just hasn't hooked me yet. I want to really like it, but after just 2 episodes, I feel a bit indifferent about it. That's not to say it's all bad, because it's definitely better than Book 2. There's still time, I'm not quite giving up on it just yet. I'm just throwing it out there how I'm feeling so far. The 50-cent narration does continue this week, and again it makes the story feel much more personal. Almost like this is the get rich or die trying story that he wanted to tell.
That makes sense.
The episode begins with Kanan and Raquel having breakfast. Kanan just killed someone, and they're pretty much just acting like it's just another day. Raquel is a bit worried about his safety moving forward, but she doesn't seem to be concerned whatsoever about her son's act of murder. I guess she just looks at it like it's part of the family business. Kanan doesn't even seem really all that concerned with any kind of retaliation. I think it says a lot about his mental makeup that he doesn't seem to understand the danger he's in right now.
I don't give a fuck.
Even if him finding a bullet casing kind of reminds him of it ever so briefly. Raquel does come off as a very wise figure in this show. She's kind of playing the father and mother role in Kanan's life, and she's constantly trying to teach him lessons out of any situation. Things like why it's important to follow orders and how that will one day make him a better leader. That's something that many leaders don't seem to realize.
Message!
This comes into play when Kanan isn't happy about his first assignment, that being for him to guard the stash house. But he quickly comes to realize that you have to start somewhere, and she's not going to just put you right out on the corner just to start, especially when your life's in danger. Also, Kanan's crush and Buck 20's girlfriend, Davina, is obviously struggling with her boyfriend's murder in the last episode. Kanan does see what it's doing to her, and it slightly changes his perspective on how he views that event, but I'm not sure that it's in a he feels guilty about what he did kind of way. He just feels guilty about what it's doing to her. There's going to be issues between these two characters, obviously, if the truth eventually does come out, so it does create an interesting dynamic between them moving forward, especially if Kanan's trying to pursue a relationship with her.
Stay on target. We're too close.
Raquel meets with Unique, and he makes it very clear that he's not responsible for how the streets reacts to Kanan's actions. And Raquel knows that punishment is necessary, but she just doesn't want it to be on Kanan. This leads to Kanan's friend and accomplice in the murder, D-Wiz, being picked up by Kanan's uncle and taken to a party. Most people could see where this was going if you were paying attention. At the party, Uncle Lulu gets D-Wiz laid, and then after that, he takes him into an alleyway and murders him. A murder that was clearly ordered by Raquel to try to smooth things over.
But you one crazy ass bitch!
I understand Raquel's thought process here and how this might help Kanan, but I don't see this as definitely stopping people from taking shots at Kanan. A lot of people still know that he was involved. And furthermore, how will Kanan react when he finds out that his mother had his best friend killed because of something that he was a part of? I mean, he was just as equally responsible for what happened as D-Wiz was. So it'll be interesting to see how D-Wiz's death affects Kanan and how he starts to look at things a little bit differently. And then we have Detective Malcolm Howard, who is showing his true character, and again showing us that he's a little bit too deep in the streets.
I'm the police! I run shit here! You just live here!
He flat out tells Unique that he wants him to be on the drug kingpin throne and not Raquel. Now, we don't know if there's some kind of deeper connection between Raquel and Malcolm that makes him have a little bit more animosity toward her, but he seems to be very avidly against her growing her business. Couple of other notes here. The jukebox Catholic schoolgirl relationship continues in this episode, and I already mentioned how this whole dynamic isn't really appealing to me at all.
I don't care!
In fact, I have zero interest in this relationship and don't really see why it's necessary. They even try to add these social and economical differences between them that is supposed to add tension to their relationship. But all of it just seems kind of unnecessary to me. I don't think the character of Jukebox needs this relationship in order to progress our character. I could be wrong and it all could come full circle and reveal some kind of grand plan, but right now it just doesn't work for me. I do enjoy the character of Jukebox, but I feel like this whole relationship with the girl feels tacked on to me. So overall, I feel like episode 2 was just another okay episode. I actually found it kind of difficult to find things interesting enough to talk about, and that's usually not good for a reviewer. Outside of Kanan and Raquel's relationship, which is now both a son and mother and a boss and employee relationship, I don't find a whole lot else that's going on to be all that interesting. It's only episode 2, so I'm not going to judge it too hard, but I really hope they turn up the intensity soon, because the show so far feels a little bit by the numbers to me. I'm willing to give it more time, but I really need something substantial to happen in order to fuel my interest moving forward.
Don't make a fuck out of me.
So have you seen Raising Kanan episode 2? If you have, let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. As always, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time right here on Real Shift. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Y'all be cool. Kanan.